we're going to be doing Me and Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin. And what you need to know, we're in standard tuning, and we're going to be in the key of G. There is a key change later in the song. The way Janis does it, it goes to A when it goes to the Kentucky coal mine part, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Just focus on the G chords, because most people who do this cover, they stay on G because they can't sing as crazy high as Janis did. But it's straight ahead. You already know all these chords. But you're going to be using the 2-finger G, and like you like to do, but we're going to be using our ring finger and pinky. I don't know if you like to do this one with your pointer finger and middle finger, or your ring, but I want you to use your ring finger and pinky, because you're going to have to do a hammer on the first fret of the B string and the second fret of the D string. Kind of like that Come Monday song that we were learning by Jimmy Buffett. There's a lot of songs that do this, like Tyler Childers stuff and folk kind of music and singer-songwriter stuff, so this is very important. Kind of like with the D chord I was showing you, where you can take your... There's a lot of that kind of stuff in this, in the intro. So the first part of the intro, the strum pattern is going to be important. You got, ignore the chords for right now, here's the strum pattern. I'll go really slow. You're going to go down, down, up, down, down. It's kind of that rockabilly country kind of swing sound to it. So it's down, down, up, down, up, 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 down. That's the intro. So if you watch this real quick, that's actually the entire song on the rhythm pattern, but on the intro, that's exactly how he does it. And you're going to be doing, with your pointer finger on the B string on the first fret and the middle finger on the D on the second, you're going to kind of hammer those on. If you can't do the middle finger, don't worry about that. Just use the pointer finger for now. That's okay. But you're going down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So what I'm doing there is I'm doing one cycle down, down, up, down, up. That's one cycle. Down, down, up, down, up. That's one. So that's the first just regular G. And then when I go to the next cycle, down, down, up, down, down, I'm going to be doing my first finger and hammer on to the next. But the G sus chord is what it's called, adding those 2 fingers. And I do the same cycle. Down, down, up, down, down. So from the top, we got down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. And then the last part is up, down, down. So up, and then when I go down, I'm going to the G sus with putting my fingers down right here. Really slow. Up, down. And that's where the singing comes in, and we're going to kind of chill out on the right hand, not be so loud so the vocals have room to be heard on that first verse. So with the rhythm pattern, like, really get used to that strumming, making it go in a circle, like down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Take it slow first. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. You want to break it into pieces, but once you get it as a whole, when you start singing and strumming, you don't want to break it like this, like down, 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 and then pause and up, down, down. You want to keep it flowing like a drummer. I always say your right hand on the acoustic guitar is like a drummer. You want to keep it going. If you have to play it slow and do it with a metronome at first, then so be it. That's fine. That's going to help you with keeping time, but you got to start slow. If you start fast, you're just going to frustrate yourself if you can't get it off the muscle. So you want to keep going slow. I'm going to do that. I'm going to sing a little bit of it too so you know where I'm going with it. It goes, busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. I was living as faded as my dreams, and Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained. I rolled that truck down to New Orleans. right there, real quick, we're going to have, there's really only 3 chords in this song. It's G, C, and D, but there's one extra chord that is thrown in there a lot of people don't do is the D7, and it has this real country kind of twangy sound to it they use in blues and a lot of Americana, gospel kind of southern stuff, and it's called the 7 chord. So I don't know if you know this one yet, but it's a D7, and I'll show it to you real quick. You have you start on the open D string. You can ignore the D, or I mean the E and the A string. So you start on the D. You're only using 4 strings for this chord. And you got an open D, and then you have your middle finger on the G on the 2nd fret. And then we have the pointer finger on the B string on the 1st fret. It's really starting to sound twangy right there. And then the next part is the high E string on the 2nd fret with your ring finger. So altogether from the D string down, the 4 strings sounds like this. The D7 chord. If you hit the A string, it's not the end of the world. It actually sounds fuller like that. Kind of sounds weird by itself, but it has that twangy blues sound to it, and that's they actually use it as a passing tone to get to the next chord. So when it says rode that truck on down to New Orleans, it's for a brief second. When it says new in New Orleans, it's gonna be New Orleans. New Orleans. Drove that truck on down to New Orleans. Like that. It's pretty quick. So you want to get used to the left hand moving to each chord fast enough. Whenever you're on whatever chord you're on, you want to be thinking ahead of yourself. Whenever you have your G, you want to be thinking of the D. And whenever you're on D, you want to be thinking of D7 or so whatever the next chord is, that's what you want to be thinking about. You want to be one step ahead of what your fingers are doing. It's a really helpful tip to know how to get through chords. But anyways, so we'll start on that part right here. So we got down, 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 down. I'll start the singing. And busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. I was lifted, I was faded as my jeans. Just before it rained, I rode it on the way to New Orleans. Well, I pulled on my harpoon and my dirty red bandana. I was singing the songs as Bobby sang the blues. And windshield wipers slapping time there, holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song that drive knew. So that's that whole verse right there, the first verse. So real quick, every single verse is the same until it hits the chorus when Freedom's just another word that, you know, the chorus. But so what he's doing there, when you go from the busted flat to Baton Rouge waiting for a train, drove down to New Orleans. So right there you have G and then D. So you're going busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. I was something, something as faded as my jeans. So when it says jeans, that's where you go to the D, and you're doing the same strum pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Then he starts on the D. It's like Bobby thumbed a diesel down. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained. And we rolled on down to New Orleans. And this is where it changes. You're going to be going to, the next part says, well, I pulled my harpoon out of that dirty red bandana. And here's where something I actually lied. There's one more chord in here that he sneaks in there that's real sneaky. A lot of people don't realize it, and it's not in a lot of tabs on Ultimate Guitar, but there's a G7 in there. And G7 is actually really easy if you don't know that. It's just like the 2-finger G right here, but you're going to be taking your pinky off, and you're going to be putting your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the high E string like this. Real twangy, gospel sounding chord, really cool. It's only, these 7 chords are just going to be for a split second to get into the next chord. So when it says, I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red was singing songs while Bobby sang the blues. Or whatever she does there, and then that's going G to G7, and right before you're gonna go to C, but right before you get to C, you do G7. So it's red bandana. I was singing songs when it says Bobby sang the blues. Bobby sang the blues. Blues is where C is. Sang is where G7 is. It's kind of funny. It says blues right where there's a blues chord. It's kind of cool. Sang the blues. And then it stays on C. It says windshield wipers slapping time. I'm holding Bobby's hand in mine. So it goes C, windshield wipers slapping time. It's holding Bobby's hand in mine, to G, C to G, and then it goes to D. We sang every song that driver knew. And then to the D7, right before the C, you go to C. Freedom's just another word. Freedom's just another word for G. Nothing left to lose. Oh, nothing. Only nothing ain't free. Oh, and living good was easy. Whoa, when sang along. Nothing was good enough for me. Good enough for me, my Bobby Mcgee. So right there,